Look, the divine dew. A brilliance beyond compare. Yet...
It is not divine. You know that.
And what of it?
You're digging your own grave.
Nay, this is ascension. To surrender all to the Queen's will. This is the highest fate.
Look at what you've been saying! After all that high and mighty talk! The divine grace, the Queen's blessing? And now you're just using it as bathwater? You don't call that a disgrace?
The divine dew is divine grace itself. There are many ways to enjoy it. My heart, always humble and thankful, finds solace in this gift. It holds me, as if I were returning to my mother's loving embrace. What doubts do I have, Toplander? Its power, its grace, its love are present in this very moment. Toplander, perhaps you yourself have uttered the name of a god in reverence, and perhaps you believe your faith is true. But such hopes are mere illusions. A fantasy that cannot possibly exist in the world as it truly is.
The divine dew is a lie. You're just parasites, feeding off the life force of a dragon. And worse, you used these lies to turn the people into puppets, manipulating them at will. The whole of Southorlan, and the faith you cling to, is built on the bones of dragons and a mountain of lies.
And what of it?
What did you say?
Even if every word you say is true, what of it? I have intimately known the agony of corruption and transformation, Indris. It felt as though fire coursed through me, and everything I reached for dissolved into foul smoke. It was as though countless thorns drove into me, inch by inch, tracing my very bones and veins, from the soles of my feet to my throat. You cannot comprehend. Once, we cherished all things. The wind, earth, and water. The stars, the sun, and the moon. But then, we were abandoned. Amidst despair, solitude, and agony. It was Her Majesty who bestowed salvation upon us through the divine dew. Such warmth. Such kindness. The love she has given is unmatched. She is without fault. What would you know of it? That grace is no mere gift. It is the love destined for us, bestowed by Her Majesty. Indris, have you forgotten the gentle embrace of the divine dew? Has the radiant light not once offered you solace in this eternal darkness? Even if it was tainted by lies, even if it was stained with flesh and blood, hasn't everything remained as it should? Our faith, our kingdom, our grace. Is it not all still in its rightful place? Why can't you see this, Indris?
I understand.
Ah, yes! I knew the truth would reach you in the end.
You are not a parasite, Valara. Nor are you a puppet. You are the pillar that holds up this blood-stained kingdom. The silk thread guiding the puppets. You are the ant that nourishes the parasite.
That's right. I am. To live in this sacred land, to feel the blessed touch of the divine dew, and to carry such an unwavering faith. It fills my soul. To me, sacrificing everything for this purpose is neither burden nor hardship, only glory and bliss.
You are beyond redemption. Serelith! The primordial dragon has awakened. The lies you've built are about to crumble.
The dragon has awakened! You are about to tear down the foundations of Salthorin. Is this what you seek, Indris? For the sake of your so-called mercy and justice, you've destroyed the only hope of the Assail.
The only hope? Do you recognize this, Your Majesty? I'm sure this is something you will never forget. Feli's family guarded this heirloom for generations, and the Sylvan tendril was once used by the sage Tasso to guide the Assail clan, before being killed by Valara's fanaticism. Feli went to the surface. When his curse took effect, the long-dormant Sylvan tendril exuded a purifying power. Under Merlin's guidance, the Sylvan tendril purified the corrupt magic within Feli's body, erasing the so-called curse. If at that time...
Silence! Do not presume to speak on matters beyond your understanding, you ignorant youths! Our bodies were already in ruins by then. With each step, Tasso spat blood, and some among us were so grievously wounded that our very organs threatened to spill from our bodies. No one in our ranks could have endured any longer. This is the agony the curse has inflicted upon us. If we were incapable of eradicating the Hypogeans, what choice remained? Beg Misati for mercy and forgiveness? Do not think we did not try.
Don't you see? This means there's another path. No reliance on dragon eggs, no sacrifice of innocent lives. Another path to live, without crawling through the dirt like some lowly reptile.
Do you truly think another path exists? You are mistaken. What lies ahead is nothing but an abyss. We can either stay frozen in place, or leap into the darkness. Without a quick resolution, and if we had hesitated to save them one by one, the Assail clan would have been nothing but a memory. Do you truly believe those hyena-like nobles, priests, and desperate commoners would uphold their sense of morality as they wither? No, they would sacrifice anything for the chance to survive. To stabilize Salthorin, lies are necessary. I acknowledge the sin of exploiting the dragons, but that was the only lifeline available to me, and for that, I owe them my gratitude. With the cultivation of the divine dew, we were able to stretch out our wings like dragons and flourish in this underworld. guided by our fate. This was and is our only path.
I admit, I didn't endure the suffering of that time. But I know well enough that there are those in the clan who can't even face their own hearts. The commoners brawl like wild dogs for scraps, while the nobles feign respectability while immersed in corruption and political schemes. Even the smallest change could spark panic, riots, and madness. But that is all due to your lies!
It was a necessary deception, a sacrifice that had to be made to safeguard this path.
Sacrifice? Then let me give you a choice. As Carrion's soul, the primordial dragon, propose to exchange your life for the redemption of the Assail clan.
Ah, what a noble proposal.
You've always boasted about your sacrifice, claiming to bear a heavy responsibility. Well, now's your chance to prove it. Or are sacrifices meant to be borne by others, while you always stand at the top, judging them from above?
Arrogant worm! Do you truly believe that dragon will spare you? That dragon will spare no one.
Indeed. I'm tired of your lies. How is your behavior different from that of the goddess you hate?
That's right! Even if it was an emergency situation and dragon eggs were used, why haven't you tried finding ways to break the curse? The history of the Ironheart Dominion was wiped out and lost to time. But now, even those idiots in Brimstone Village are trying to use half-forgotten tech to summon a god to lift our curse. Over the years, not only did the Assail fail to rise and progress, you kept digging deeper into a hole of your own making.
Silence! How could you possibly understand?
The sacrifice and blood of the dragon saved us. Our trust and loyalty kept the Assail together. Your lies did nothing. Despair, damnation, and pain made us fall into the abyss. And your lies have held us there for centuries.
It is truly pitiful, Indris. You are utterly blinded by your obsession and misguided sense of justice. Your sins will never be forgiven, but I shall forever pity your ignorance and foolishness.
With that half-dragon body, don't try to act all compassionate, Your Majesty. That expression of anger on your face is more genuine than the facade of divinity you tried to put on. So before we take out our weapons, there's one last question I need to ask. How did Tasso die? That wise sage possessed the Sylvan Tendril and knew its effects. He could have pointed out another path for the Assail. How did he die back then? Did Masarti's curse truly kill him? Or was it someone else? Your silence tells me everything I need to know. This must all end. For the exploited dragons, for the oath I swore to the primordial dragon, and for all the souls you've corrupted with your lies.
I'll allow you to surrender.
You're not even worth getting up for.
Who else needs a little pick-me-up?
Time for work again. Sir Lucian.
Who else needs a little pick-me-up?
No need to cheer.
Chaos holds no place in my soul.
Quick! More earth!
It was I who saved our entire race from ruin. Without my divinity, they would all have withered.
You're beyond salvation.
Mark my words, they will scorn you more than they ever hated me. And I shall await you in the abyss!
What is that?
That sound! It's the dragon! It's flying away!
It came from the square. I need to see what's happening. With the queen dead, the statue she held together with magic would have shattered. Salthoran will be plunged into chaos after the citizens see that.
I understand, Indris, but you just killed her. It's too dangerous to go there now.
That's why I need to go there even more. The guards need to maintain order and calm the people.
Stop being so stubborn! What if you get caught when you get there?
I am Indris, captain of the Salthoran Guard. Before I'm relieved of my duties, I'll never hide when the people need me. Not when it matters the most.
Ha! I can't believe he said that with a straight face. Sounded pretty cool, though. All right, I'm in. But if the situation turns on us, we make a run for it.
Your Highness, how's the situation here? Do you need my help?
Oh, Indris, you came just in time, and all your limbs seem to be intact. I just managed to calm some people down. And then you, the one who orchestrated this disaster, come running along offering me aid. Your timing is impeccable.
I'm happy to help, Your Highness. Your Highness, I have no intention of causing trouble. Please don't misunderstand.
Calm yourself. You're still the same, devoid of humor, and utterly unskilled in deception. Since you did not deny that you orchestrated this disaster, please explain to me what happened.
We defeated Valara, and your mother, Queen Serelith. There is no need for further panic, citizens.
That's... thank you.
The primordial dragon seemed to have sensed that we had kept our oath and flew away. Also, if we use the Sylvan tendril properly, there should be a way to completely remove our curse. Merlin is willing to help us. We should all stay calm.
Yes.
Your Highness?
No cheers or celebration. Are you disappointed?
No, not in the least.
Look, after listening to your little speech, no one's panicking anymore. This is already impressive. However, in a sense, we have Valara to thank for this. Arresting the troublemakers from the last riot probably helped keep things in check. These people are still afraid. Whether commoners, nobles, or priests, none dare to act rashly. For now, order still holds. It has not yet reached the point of no return. Oh, I hope you haven't forgotten that execution, Indris?
How could I? Feli, he...
Therefore, if you truly wish to liberate the people, maintaining order here is meaningless. If you truly want to erase everything the Queen stood for, why not just reduce Salthoran to ashes and be done with it?
I cannot do that. There are innocent lives here.
Innocent? Tell me, who do you think is actually innocent? Was Feli innocent? Was Valara? Am I innocent? You've hunted, condemned, and led countless to their deaths. And now you've undone everything yourself, leaving Salthoran in ruins. So, Indris, are you innocent?
I will take responsibility and atone for my sins.
Even you think these words are too soft, don't you? That's why they're so hard to say. There should be freedom, but not too much freedom. There should be order, but it can't be too strict. So now you draw the boundaries, set the standards, and interpret the rules. Is this what you want, Indris? Because to me, this is a power far greater than the rule that came before. Oh, by the way, Théodore seems to have left Salthoran, which means I am the sole exarch remaining. But leadership is a burden I've no desire to carry. I'd rather abdicate and have someone else rule more wisely. Ah, my dear spectators, rejoice! You are about to embrace a tyrant even more delightfully unpredictable than my esteemed mother.
This is not what I want. I just wanted to expose the lies and bring true freedom to all.
To be blunt, the panic and chaos you've incited during this period surpasses anything that has come before. A remarkable achievement, if I may say so. I don't want to defend my mother. You see, good intentions, however pure, rarely lead to the results one hopes for. At first, it was all about soothing the masses, wasn't it? My mother and the sage Tasso, just trying to ease anxiety and despair. But oh, once they tasted the sweetness of power, well, who could resist holding on to it? However, the truth is undeniable. The perverse order of Southoran is real. The fanaticism, the corrupt transformations, these are facts. And our long history of living in darkness is something we can't hide from any longer. When compared to their motives, these are undeniable facts. Consequences they must bear. Your rebellion, too, is a direct result of their past decisions.
I understand. At this crossroads, the responsibility of making the choice falls to me. I've shouted enough. It's time to stop talking and start doing something that actually matters.
Since you're not going to hand in your resignation, I have another task for you. I order you to go to the surface and see for yourself what it's like. I'm sure the surface is full of beautiful things, though I imagine there are just as many lies and ugly truths lurking beneath, much like in Southoran. However, there must be something different about the surface compared to Southoran. I'll maintain order here while you're there. Upon your return, report precisely what you saw and heard, whether it was good, bad, or simply different. The truth must be told.
Understood. Thank you, Lord Ravion.